Bill, if you want to come see me, now would be a good time because I've got only a few months. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he told me he had, stage 4 lung cancer. And, I go up there and I spent the last month of his life with him and watched him deteriorate pretty much in front of my eyes. And, he was alive upstairs, never had been downstairs where I stayed, didn't even know what the room looked like, had no idea I had no blanket or pillow, but thanks to my friend Ronnie that let me borrow one, I got it. But I didn't care. I was there for him. And for him to be at my door was just like it was weird. And I thought, okay, because he was on morphine. I thought, oh, he'd wandered down there. If he goes up those stairs, he's going to bust his face on the slate tile. That's it. And we're going to have a problem. Well, I rushed up after him, and there was nothing in the hallway. And I called out to it twice to see, Kenny, are you okay? Nothing. Dude, are you okay? And it just turned and walked. And I flew after it, and there was nothing in the hallway. Wow. So I went upstairs, and he was up there almost asleep, or, what he could do to try to get to sleep. He had to sit in an Indian style with his arms up like in a V on the couch in the ottoman because his lungs hurt him so bad he couldn't lay down. And so he was doing that, and I had given him his medicine and everything else, and went down to bed and was talking to Tina and everything, and then I hung up the phone because the cat had I thought it was the cat opening the door, but no, it was his crisis apparition. And after that, I was just freaked out so bad, and then he went in the hospital 2 days later, and he never came back out. And so I thought, that was kind of like a doppelganger, but I wasn't sure. And after further research, then I've learned that it could be an astral projection of him just coming to check on me since his physical body actually could not. Things like that. So it was really cool, but that propelled me to even get further into it, and which is cool, and I've got a new thing coming this week that I hope we can get together and maybe go check out some locations and use. Yeah. I know. Thanks, Steve Huff, for my portal coming. It's shipped yesterday. I can't wait.
Oh my God.
But anyway, text part. You have some really cool stuff coming up, and one of those being the zombie walk. Can you tell us about that? It's going to be in McKinney, Texas, but tell us a little bit about the zombie walk.
I'm so excited that I get to do a second year. We did last year as kind of an experiment, and I am not an event planner. I'm an idea person, but getting it from brain to paper is a little different for me. But last year turned out so well for a first year, not knowing how to do things, that we had city council members asking Chestnut Square, hey, are they going to do that again? Because everybody loved it. So what we do, like last year, we picked Red Cross Disaster Relief. We just picked a charity that needed a little extra assistance with all the tornadoes and stuff last year. We thought that we'd give them a hand. And we had, I think, 38 zombies that came out last year. And we just went from point A to downtown, and we coordinated last year on Friday with Impact when they had their, doggone it, I can't think of the name of the show that they were showing, but Rocky Horror Picture Show, that's what it was. And so we coordinated with them last year, but Friday didn't work out as well because you got to rush from work, and so I think we would have had a lot more zombies if we had done it on a Saturday. So the exciting thing is this year, the new gal that's in with CNS, Chestnut Square, Historic Village, she is allowing us to coordinate it with their farmers market on the 10th of October. And why that's exciting is because we had wandered around with the Bloodmobile. We wandered around the farmers market last year to promote this, and I guess we made such an impact on everybody that they were asking about, are they going to do it again? Are they going to do it again? So we thought, the farmers out there and the people that the vendors out there are just lovely. So we thought it would be a lot of fun to coordinate it. So what we're going to do this year is we're going to start pre-registration. It'll be on an Eventbrite site. We don't have that up yet, but you can look for Zombie Walk McKinney. And our website is Zombie Walk McKinney on Facebook. If you watch the Facebook, then we'll tell you how to register once we get that site up and going. But it'll be on Eventbrite, so it'll allow you to pay by credit card or however you want to pay. I'm not positive if you register up till September 15th, it'll open, I think, August 15th. And if you register from August 15th to September 15th, you'll get a free T-shirt in with your package. And then after that, your registration will not include the T-shirt, but you can register at the table or on the Eventbrite site. We welcome people as they walk in on the 10th even. I think
so it's October 10th, right? It's October 10th? Okay.
October 10th from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. You'll have all kinds of good food. You're going to have muffins for breakfast that are homemade. You'll have fresh produce. You'll have Java truck. We're going to see if our ice cream truck will come back out again this year. So you'll have food, fun, and vending. If you come in and register around 10 or 11, you'll have an hour or two to wander around. Then we'll do the zombie walk at 12:30, I think, this year, because that'll give the vendors at the farmers market time to close down and join in if they want to. And then we'll do that from 12:30 till about 2. What we'll do is we take a path from the Chestnut Square Historic Village. We go down to downtown where they're having Second Saturday festivities, and we'll go down that way. We take our time, and we be a lot of good dead zombies this way. People downtown are just great. They love it. So I'm really excited. This year we're going to benefit. Chestnut Square throws a great little pumpkin patch and some for the kids for Halloween, and they needed assistance this year with the pumpkin patch and the activities. So we're going to go ahead and donate the money that we make from this back to Chestnut Square for their pumpkin patch festivities for the kids.
Well, that's cool. Y'all do cool stuff like FEAR does. Give back. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Because they're hooking you guys up with cool locations that y'all get to investigate and hold public investigations, because I've been to one of your investigations. Right. We had a lot of fun there. And that's always a lot of fun. And, you know, when you're there in that area, I know the little houses have been moved into that area, but you can feel, now some of those houses aren't built for tall people. You know, I'm 6 foot tall and 200 pounds, and I'm telling you, that it's not real conducive for a big tall person, some of those houses, but the history and the activity that you get in Chestnut Square is really, really cool. I mean, and it's beautiful too. I think it's just cool. I love that location. Y'all really have a sweet setup there with them. So of course giving back. Of course, that would be a great idea, and how cool that it's a pumpkin patch, too, because it's right before Halloween, so how perfect is that?
Yeah, it's a great little entertainment for the kids.
That's true, and the zombies, that's a real big thing now, thanks to The Walking Dead, and our friend Santiago Cirillo. Let's go ahead and say hi to Santiago. But anyway, I was going to ask you, on these investigations that y'all do, what is your favorite piece of equipment, besides yourself, of course, because there's never that, you never can get anything better than that. Handheld piece of equipment or a piece of equipment can you say is your favorite?
There's actually a couple, really. I never liked the Frank's box, the ghost box, that kind of thing, because the noise and stuff made me sick. There was just something about the skipping of the channels. But that portal that they've created is definitely going to be my new favorite, because it's clear, it's crisp, and sentences. So that, I think, will be my new favorite. But for now, I really like the little periscopes and the ones that light up, because we've had such good luck with them. They're simple to use. They're electrical. They're based on static electricity, so they're very simple for a spirit to just pass by. And I think a lot of them, if they're not afraid of them, a lot of them enjoy playing with them. And they create colors, and they can make sounds if you want them to. But I really think that those are kind of my favorite, because they're simple, they're easy. And generally, they're pretty infallible, in that there's very little that interferes with them. You don't want to set them over a light fixture or an electrical box on the floor or something, because obviously, there's going to be some static electricity around that. You're not going to want to scoot your feet on the carpet as you're walking with it. But as a general rule, set it in the middle of a table, and with the lights out and everything, and don't put your phone near it, because that will interfere with it. But But as a general rule, that's a pretty nice tool to indicate, and they can even use it to indicate yes or no, in that they can light up red, yellow, green as no, and go all the way for yes, or vice versa. So I really like those. Those are awesome tools.
Yeah, thank God I'm a Paranology's sales rep too. And so that's a piece of our little arsenal that we have at Paranology, thanks to Mr. Jeremy Jones, who I'm fixing to go see here in a few minutes, to upgrade all of my equipment, because being a sales rep, I swear, the man can make a version that's great. It's just like you do with electronics at home, right? You get it home, and he's done changed it and bettered it somehow and made it cooler or whatever. Now he's got this 3D printing thing. And that thing practice, there's no more molding. I mean, you talk about amazing. I can't wait to see this actually build me a new periscope tonight. I get a new phonopod, a couple of periscopes, and I get my Solo X camera, which is that little camera that sits there, and I'm going to be doing a lot of portal recording from that with my portal when I get it, thanks to Mr. Steve Huff from Huff Paranormal. I should be getting that tomorrow, no later than Thursday. Hey, well, guess what? I'm going to be looking Saturday for a location to be playing with the portal, because our little plans for a location got kind of rescheduled due to no electricity at the location, and it's hotter than hell in Texas, and I can't do all night with no air. It ain't going to happen.
No.
So we're going to... That's right, and I'm sorry, but I can't. I love it, but I can't do that. So we're going to have to find a little location to play around with the portal on Saturday night, and all of our updated Paranology's equipment I will have. But we have almost just a couple of minutes. Let me see. We have a couple of minutes. So what exactly, how if people want to get in contact with your team, how are they supposed to do that so they can go to the zombie walk, or maybe, keep up with your public investigations that you do at Chestnut Square? How would they be able to contact you?
Couple different ways. We have a website. It's www.textpartparanormal.com. And there is a form out there that you can fill in if you think you have a haunting or you'd like to contact us, that sends that form to us, and we get back to you with the information from there. The other way, if you want to keep up with us, we have a Facebook page. It's Textpart Paranormal LLC, and or JJ Rice. I guess it's Jensen now. Sorry, I changed my name not too long ago.
I had to ask you that.
And there's also the Zombie Walk McKinney Facebook page. So just check us out on those pages, and I'll keep you updated that way. It's probably the easiest way.
Oh, well, you know what? I really, really appreciate you being here tonight. I had a really good time. It was great talking to you.
Oh, I loved it. Thank you so much, and it was an honor.
Oh, no problem. And hang with me real quick on the line, and next week we're going to have just a replay of Bishop James Long's show, because it was so interesting, and I'm going to have him back.
Awesome.
But just stand by with me real quick so I can go down and do some announcements of events that are coming up. And one being right here in Gainesville, Texas on August 28th and 29th. My awesome sponsors, ASAP Entertainment LLC, is doing their first real investigation conference, whatever you want to call it. It's their inaugural, and it's at Hill House Manor in Gainesville. And it is August 28th and 29th. You can go to asapentertainment.com and check out their events and then their tickets and merchandise and get your ticket for it, because you get all kinds of cool stuff. They have a Santa Fe depot that's also going to be included, and the hanging area that is famous for this huge hangings back in the day. And also September 25th through 27th in Biloxi, Mississippi, Miss Paula Westbrook and her team are putting on the Gulf Coast Paracon, which I'm going to be at, which I cannot wait for. And then in Mineola, Texas, October 3rd, we have the Beckham Spirit Fest at the Beckham Hotel. And November 6th and 7th, and oh my God, I cannot wait for this, is going to be Resurrection of Tombstone. I actually get to go back and do it the right way this time. with ASAP Entertainment